What's going on, Bigfoot World? We just waiting on YouTube right now. We get it cracking, get it started. All right, Bigfoot World. First thing first, guys. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you guys can hear me, see me. Everything's all good. What's going on, Kathy Kissel? I see you on there. You like the first one on there, just waiting. I appreciate you, Kathy. What's going on, Bigfoot World? We out here. We gonna get it started again. I see you, Frog Man. What's up, man? Thanks, Sunshine. I see you became a member. That means a lot. Really helps me out. I appreciate you. Give a couple seconds for everybody to get their notifications. Jump in here. Same old Bigfoot world. Nothing changes in these neck of the woods. Not lately, anyways. Good to see you jump on there, Frog Man. I see you, Mom. What's going on, Mom? All right, them numbers are starting to go up. Sorry I'm late, guys, but I'm so I ain't even gonna explain it. I'm late about everything in life. You guys know that already. For the long time watchers and subscribers, you guys know that I'm gonna be late for my own funeral. So I'm not gonna sit here and give you guys a story because that's just not me. Excuse after excuse. I was just dragging ass. My fault, guys. How's the old lady and the baby doing? Pretty good. She's hanging in there. She ready to go, guys. She like 2 months left. She's due in October. Great, Cassie. That's what I'm saying. I was getting ready to give you guys an excuse why I was late, but you know why I'm late. I'm always late. I got a good job today, guys. Everything's doing good. Today was a pretty good day. I ain't gonna lie. Got a good job. Finally, none of that $12 an hour bullshit. Got away from that. They want to give you $12 an hour and then hire 100 people and only give each individual like 4 hour shifts, 3 hour shifts. I couldn't wait to walk on that. But we ain't gonna say no names. We ain't gonna say no names. It's a little warehouse job. It's a tow motor operator loading trucks and stuff like that, gathering orders together and loading trucks. But it's pretty good. It's a union job. I was so happy, man. She can hold it till November 7th. It's possible, but he's fighting to come out right now. He's man, he is so active. She'll put her belly up against my back when we're sleeping, and he's sitting there all night kicking me in my ribs. It's like I feel like I'm pregnant sometimes. It's funny, but it's like an alien too. When you put your hand on it and that thing starts flip flopping like his head butting her belly and shit. That's some weird shit. That's hard to get used to when you feel that movement. It feels like something you see in a movie. It's weird to me. I appreciate you, Lee. Just going over you guys' comments real quick. See who's all in here. And Laura, if you're still on here watching, just type in the Into the Woods with Jeff and you'll find all the videos. You'll find them all. It's really good money. It starts out at 17 an hour. It's 40-hour weeks. And after 90 days, it goes up to 20 an hour. So, yeah, you can tell. Definitely is, Mom. Happy things are going to be better for you. Yeah, it really is, man. It just sucks being without work, and it's hard. Ain't nobody can survive without work nowadays, unless you're getting a check. And even if you do get a check, it's still not enough to survive. After the 90 days, it's full benefits, 401k. It's like a pretty good deal. Pretty good job, guys. I can't believe it, man. I needed it. I really did need it. So now I ain't got to worry and struggle about financial bills, taking care of the baby. What am I going to do next? Type of shit. It feels a good feeling. I see you, Somerville. It has been a long time since I seen that name. And Cook, they don't want to hear you. Cook was saying hi, guys. She wanted to see you guys. I didn't go to the woods this week, guys. Cook, you want to come over here and go live? Here, let me see it. Ooh, I almost dropped my dog on live TV. Now look, you want to run the show? Go ahead, run it. I see you, Antoinette. Good to see you on there. Go ahead, Cook. You making all this damn noise. Tell them what's up. Bigfoot World. Say it. Say Bigfoot World. You want to get him? You gonna watch him? Let's go get him. Let's go. You ready? You want to go get him? Which one you want to get? You want to get Antoinette or Sharon? You want to pick one? Sharon? Let's go get it. All right, let's go. That sounds crazy as hell. All right, that's enough. I got talk. All right, I got talk. Big. I got talk to the Bigfoot world. Shut up. Shut up. Thank you. When she starts, guys, I had to get her going, man. I had to get her going. I hear you, Papa Bear. I'm trying to give Cookie a second to settle down. I got her going. I shouldn't have. Thanks, Morris. I appreciate you. I'm trying to go through you guys' comments real quick. Cookie is the boss, man. I swear. If you would see these other two dogs, her dogs are huge. They're all muscled up in her chest. Man, Cookie just running around like she bullying the shit out of him. One bite and she would be gone. That's what's scary. But she jumps up, running at him, bullying him, barking at him. It's crazy. They just know she's small and they don't want to hurt her for the most part of it. I came up with something. Well, she came up with something a pretty good idea. We was brainstorming last week after we was talking about the one chip challenge and all the chocolate covered worms and this and that. Guys, we come up with a challenge to where I'm gonna talk about it later on in the future a little more, but there's gonna be like where I have a wheel, and at the end of every Friday Night Live, we're gonna spin a wheel, and whatever challenge lands on that wheel, that's the challenge we're gonna do for that live. It's kind of interesting, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm probably gonna try to rig it to where it don't land on the chocolate covered worms. I'm not trying to do that challenge at all. But you guys seem pretty persistent on them chocolate covered worms. So maybe I'm gonna put a magnet on that bitch and it'll just bypass that every single time. I don't know, but that's just an idea I was working on. And I can't remember if I was telling you guys or finished telling you guys why I didn't go to the woods this weekend or this week. I was in the middle, and I think I was getting ready to tell you, and Cookie started shutting me up. But anyways, I didn't really want to go to the woods this week because of the stabilizer, and I couldn't rig it up enough to where it would just stay steady. It's everywhere. It's shaking all over the place, bouncy. You'd been seasick in the first minute and a half of watching the video, so I didn't bother with it. I'm gonna go get a new stabilizer soon as I can. Soon as I can. Chocolate covered grasshoppers. There's gonna be like 10 different challenges on that wheel. You know what I mean? Then it could be one of them. It could be part of them. She ordered a bunch, like the world's hottest gummy bear, the world's hottest peanuts. There was another one, chocolate covered scorpions, chocolate covered worm was the number one. Man, you would be surprised how many people eat them. I can't picture it. Now, Cook, I've hooked a lot of fishing hooks. You know what I mean? I've put a lot of hooks and worms. I know what's inside of them things, and just the thought of it, I just hell no, I'm not doing that. Lee said chocolate covered cockroaches. That sounds like a disease waiting to happen. I don't. Is that a thing? We're definitely not doing that. Um, yeah, I could have recorded on the phone, but like I said, I mean, I could still film, but it just the quality would be just too bad, so bad. It would be so. I couldn't do it, man. It's just so discouraging. It'd be shaking everywhere. You wouldn't be able to see anything. It'd be like a blur. It's that's the only reason. That's the only reason. But I will get a new one. I'll get a new stabilizer. There's no doubt about that one. What's going on, Rob? Probably not going to be this week, but it's going to be soon. Them things are like 120 bucks, and I got to definitely get one before the 31st, before Carl comes, because we're going to hit the woods strong all that all day, early in the morning until the end of the night. We're going to be out there, man. We're going to be lost. We're going to be so deep into that forest. I can't wait for that. That's going to be fun. He been trying for a long time to hit these woods. It's just with his work schedule, my work schedule, we can never get it together. And we finally got a date, a plan, a time. It's going down for real. There they go. She fighting with the big dogs. And then she like the referee. The two big dogs would be fighting, and she try to break them up. Now, Cook, chill out, man. Just eat a hot dog. It has fish. I know. I know. That's why I don't eat them. I only eat certain hot dogs just because of that reason. They do have fish and worms in them, and every time I'm sitting there taking a bite, it's like the first thing that pops into my mind is you eating freaking worms, and that's just I usually don't finish it. It's why would they put fish and worms in hot dogs any damn way? That don't make no sense to me. I don't know. I can say a lot to that, but I'm not. Roxy, I can't either. Carl's a great person, man. He saved me. I don't know how many times. He still be reaching out, saving me. It's like he knows when I'm down and out. Hopefully, I keep hearing from him because now that I'm getting back on my feet and feeling good, hopefully he don't disappear because it only seemed like. Will you just go away from me? It only seemed like he pops up whenever things get hard, when I can't take it no more, and I feel like I'm at the end of my rope. I'm gonna throw a shoe at this dog on Friday Night Live. I swear I'm gonna throw a shoe on this dog. Cook, chill out, man. What, mom? What's that say? Hey, mom, you're gonna have to send me a definition on that shit. You know I smoke. Oh, you know what, guys? Fuck it. Um, I gotta tell you guys a home remedy for everybody out there that need to pass a test and they smoke and and they smoke where it's not legal at. Well, and the drug test is a swab. I'm telling you, I'm gonna live by this for the rest of the day I die, man. Put her in a cage, please. Please put her in the damn cage. I'm done with her. Put her in a cage. She means have patience. Oh, you're right. I think so. But so now you want to eat something? I got war going on behind me. You come and get it. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, the drug test. Listen, When you gotta take the cotton swab on a drug test, this is the one way I know for 100%, 10,000% facts this will work. Take peroxide, regular old peroxide, in the parking lot of going in, right? Take peroxide, rinse out with peroxide your whole mouth, and then right after you do that, like twice, take mouthwash and do that, rinse out 2 or 3 times. Go in and take the test. No matter how much, I'm telling you, you'll pass it 100%. Flying colors, no problem. It's it surprised the life out of me. I was talking shit like I ain't getting this job. There is no way in hell I am getting this job. It's not happening. I thought I had it, but they hit me with this. It's a cotton swab. I am not getting this job. I go in there and I got this thing in my mouth. I'm talking to this lady, give me details how much I make, what I gotta do, how I do it. And she's asking me a question why this thing is in my mouth. Like I gotta talk to you for like 5 minutes. This shit was in my mouth, and then I gave it to her, and she put it in the thing, looked at it. Oh, okay. Well, here's your paperwork. You start Monday morning. Like, wow, it passed. I don't. I didn't say piss test. I did not say piss test, mom. I said swab. You're on your own on the piss test. This, especially with THC, you're not going past that. I've heard of a lot of remedies and I've tried a lot of remedies and I ain't found one that worked. Even that tea that you can buy talking about double your money back guaranteed, you'll pass clean urine for $50, 49.99 or whatever. That didn't work. It does not work. And then I try to get my money back. I want to double my money back. I ain't got the job. Y'all just lied to me. I need my money back. And it said right here on the box, double my money if I don't pass. He's talking about, well, you got a copy of your hey, Cook is going off. What's going on, Money Mike? I see you, man. Mike is in the building. I ain't seen Mike in forever. Mike's already been working. When Mike works and then he gets off, I got to go to work. We need to get together, Money Mike. Get together, make a video. But that blew my mind, man. That shit really works. That really works. Peroxide and mouthwash. Who would have known? I was sweating. I was like, I do not have this job. This is not going to work. They told me it would, but I don't see it. I don't see how it's going to. But I went in there, man. It worked. That shit worked. Where's my son? He's right there, Money Mike. He's like 3 comments up from you. You talking about Jeff or Money Mike? Into the woods with Jeff. Uh, Jeff's doing good. He's all right. He owned his own home. He's got 3 kids now. He's still with Can. You guys remember Can, the powerful duo. They doing all right. Money Mike's doing good. He got his house. He got his little family going. Everybody's growing up, guys. You guys pretty much sit there and watch Mike and Jeff grow up, and now they are on their own, man, doing their own thing. Got their own families going on. It's a beautiful thing to have that shit documented as a child growing up. I was doing it the other day, just going over my old videos and watch how far they grew up. They grew up so fast, and it's an amazing thing, man. Doing it for about 30 years and it works for sure as hell. Yeah, but it's probably a painful process, Sunshine. It's hard to pass a piss test. I just I know the cotton that the mouse swab that goes like 6 months back. So that's even a difficult one. I was thinking there's no way in hell I'm passing this test. That surprised me, man, more than a little bit. But it worked. She said, here, start Monday morning, be there 8 a.m. I said, I'll be here 7:30 with a smile on my face, hanging out waiting on you guys. I was brown nose and I ain't gonna lie. But for $17 an hour, I brown nose all you want. I gotta get back on my feet, man. I got a lot of catching up to do. A lot of bills are behind and everything. Not to mention that I want to do an overnight challenge down, and it seems like everybody, even me, is pretty much voting for the waterfall. Do overnight at the waterfall. That's a very active spot lately. Since all the spots that I've been to this year, that place is hands down by far the squatchiest place I've ever seen, and they're always there. I always run into them going in there. Right? That's what I feel. That's how I feel too, Lee. I'm gonna take that 17, but after 90 it goes to 20. After 90 days it goes to 20. So I can live with that. 40 hours a week. But I ain't gonna say here and harp on that all the time. The whole Friday Night Live. I just want to let you guys know I'm doing good, man. Finally getting back on my feet. Everything working out. Yeah, imagine in the daytime, Bobby. I mean, in the night. That's what I was thinking when I was going through there the last time. They're doing so much, they're moving around so much, they're setting stuff up for later work. They're piling like they're stripping these 4 inch trees, 3 4 inch trees. They're stripping them from all their branches and making one long post, and they're piling them up on that end of the woods for some reason. I see some of the work that they're doing on the ground. I filmed a lot of it, but they're still not done. They're still got a lot piled up there that they're going to move from, you know what I mean, and work. And I want to get in there at night. That's when they're doing all that work to see what's going on, see how they react to us being in there. I'm not doing it by myself. I got to get somebody out there with me. That's for sure. Like I told you guys in that video, I'd like to get her ass out there because she be clowning me all the time. Yeah, you go hunt Bigfoot, the mythical creature. Is just, well, I want to get her out there and have one crazy ass a sighting of anything, any kind of just anything, just for her to know that them things are out there. They're real. That would blow her mind. That's what everybody said. Yeah, you too, Sunshine. I seen that comment, but I think that's where I'm going to do it at. Is at the waterfall. The overnight challenge before summer ends. It's coming quick, so quick. I got 2 months before this baby comes, and it's like it's time's just sped up. Like you ain't got no time to do anything. You're not doing anything. You're not gonna get caught up. It's like these little voices on my shoulders just cussing me out. She couldn't handle the bone cave. Them spiders. She went in there. She didn't realize the spiders going in. It was coming out because you see the light shining off the rocks, and then the silhouette of all them spiders. It, that's when she freaked. That was when we first met, man. I can't believe you remember that. That was a long time ago. But when we first met, I took her straight to the bone cave. Said, come on, I want to show you something. I'm surprised she stuck around that long after that. But she's still here. Lights out, brings out the creatures. That's what I think too. I know they're nocturnal, they hunt at night. Um, I want to get up in that waterfall and just set up in there and wait for them to come in. Let them do whatever they're going to do. Hopefully they leave me alone and just keep doing what they do. The last time I was in there, they was there. They was there without a shadow, without they was there. You like the idea of the will? We're going to do it. We're definitely going to do it. We're going to get it together. It's going to be coming in soon. Maybe like through the winter months. Maybe starting next month or the month after and take it in through the winter months. Man, ticks and fleas and Zeus. This dude, me and him been banging heads. Let me tell you about Zeus. This big ox, it's a herd dog. It's a herd. Her dog hates me. And Cook's about to go to the cage. Cook, if I tell you one more time, man, But this dog hates me. Today when I went to go get this job, and we was gone for like 2 hours, right? 3 hours for orientation. And it was an hour drive away, so it was like 4 hours. But when I came back, my shoe is in the corner in the dining room. And I mean, they're not out in the middle of the floor. They're not in the way. They're over in the corner sitting. I come home, this dog backed up into my shoe and took a big ass cow patty on top of my shoes. All the places he could have did that, he could have did it on the middle floor. He could have anywhere. But he going back into a corner on top of my shoes and fill my shoes up with shit. It's like, really, Zeus? You don't like me? And he probably thinking, oh, you're gonna keep taking her out of here. I bet you ain't going nowhere with these. And just shit right in my damn shoe. I had to throw a $600 pair of special edition Jordans away just because this dog just took his shit in my shoes. Me and him gonna bang heads. We gonna get it together. I don't know what I'm gonna do to. He don't like me, man. He just don't like me. He's definitely saying something and making a statement. I know he was smiling when he did it. I can just picture him backing up on my shoes with a smile on his face, like, watch this one. Telling his sister, watch this. I got this one. This is funny. Shit right in my shoe, cracking up. I know that's what he was doing. I already know he was doing that. He hear me right now talking about it, and he over there laughing, laying on the couch, cracking up. This dog is think he's human. They all three of them do. They swear they're human. What are you guys talking about? Uh, I see it now, Lee. The broomstick broke, and so nobody's going for a ride nowhere. Is that what you guys are saying? Can I prove that it was him? He's about 200 pounds, and that shit weighed about 50 pounds. Yeah, that's saying it was him. There, there was no doubt about it. It was him. There's no doubt about it. It was definitely him. It wasn't hers. Roxy wouldn't do that to me. It was Zeus with them cow patties. He making a point. He's saying I don't like you, and you take her again, I'm gonna keep shitting in your shoe. He don't like when I leave with her. He's like attached to her. He gets anxiety and just want to shit on shit, and happen to be my shit. I hate this kind of bugler. Keep going out. That special blend shit. I ain't never buying that no more. It's cheap, but it ain't worth it. I see why it's cheap. It's a personal thing. It's all good, Kathy. Y'all conversate. Don't. Sometimes when I talk, it's boring, or I just ramble sometimes. So go do y'all's own thing. I'm playing, guys. But yeah, I want to get out there soon. I really need to get out there. I maybe made what 5, 6 trips this whole freaking year. It makes no sense. What's going on, Pine Mountain? It's not me. That's what they all say. It's not you, Jeff. It's me. I feel like you're breaking up with me, Kathy. When we gonna see that documentary? Are you talking about a documentary on Sheila? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Um, um, I'll have to get back to you on that one. It's still in progress. That's going to take a lot. That's going to take a lot, but it would be worth it just to document everything. We're fixing to leave the farm, so I'll be driving home. But listening, that's what's up, Sharon. That's dedication, man. you shouldn't be driving and listening to me. You might start laughing and actually run into a tree or something. Maybe you should hold up or put me on pause until you get back. It's all good, man. You're not missing nothing. We ain't talking about nothing major. I didn't even get to make it out there to make anything major happen. Yeah, I'm going to. It's just life, everything going on in life. It's just I gotta get the time to just do it. Really, be honest with you. I've been stressed about this baby coming, getting stuff for him, getting caught up on everything. There's a lot going on, but give me a minute. I'll get it. I'll definitely get it. You'll be fine. All right, we'll see, Sharon. Let me think of something funny. Back real quick. I guess that's funny. I haven't talked to Gene lately. I haven't talked to Gene in a couple of weeks. Um, he's it is what it is, I guess. uh, I give Gene a break. I put Gene. I'll be honest with you. I just kind of put Gene on timeout in my life because he's a good individual. He means well, and he has no filter. Whatever he thinks, he says. And sometimes, especially going through what I was going through, I needed to hear it. I needed somebody to be in my ass, get me off my ass, and get shit done. And I appreciate him for that. But it comes to a point where you just overdo it and you get beat down with it. You need a break from it just to build back up, just to get knocked down again, type of shit. So I put him on timeout in my life. Just temporary. He is a good dude. Means well. It's me. I need to get myself right before I take any more of that beat down shit. If that's understandable. You know how Gene is. He has no filter and he means well. You know what I mean. He always did. I understand where he's coming from, but he needs to understand where I'm coming from at the same time. He talking about follow your head and not your heart, but if that's the case, nobody there would be no love in the world. You know what I mean? There would be no love. It'd be all bad. It'd be a world not worth living in, type of shit. So sometimes you gotta think with your heart. I'll definitely keep you in my prayers, Kathy. That's sad to hear. I'll be keep me in the know, man, in the loop. Let me know what's going on. Let me know everything's all right. I'll, I'll let Bigfoot World know what's going on. I'll pass the word on, but I'll definitely be praying for you, man. Going over you guys' comments. It's been a weird week. I ain't gonna lie, guys. It's been it's been an adventure. Life is definitely an adventure. You never know what's gonna happen the next day. You know what I mean? It's always something going on. It's always something different. It's weird. It really is almost like we're living in a simulation type of shit. Just how things play out. The way I always see it. There's like three or four cars, the same color, same make, same year. It's like, is this Mandela shit real, or are we really in the Matrix? What's going on here? I noticed changes. Jiffy peanut butter. I grew up on it. And now it's just Jif. It never was Jiffy. Whatever. That Mandela effect messed my head up when that first happened. It threw me through a loop, man. I had no idea what the hell was going on. And I watched everything. I was watching the CERN. I was in to that CERN heavy. I felt like they were playing rogue science. And I thought that was against world laws. We wasn't allowed to play rogue science. It could wipe out a planet, but they went ahead and did it anyways. clashed in particles. I was kind of excited at the same time, like, why are they doing this? And I watched it all play out. I watched the black hole. I was watching the live feeds at that time when it happened, when they had their meltdown. I watched that black mass open up, suck everything in, and next thing you know, the next day or 2 days, you can watch it the next day or all day the next day, and then 2 days later, it was just you can't find it on no platform. That video just disappeared. It was everywhere. It went from everywhere on everybody's platform to nowhere. You can't. I looked for weeks to find that video of that happening, CERN's meltdown. Couldn't find it nowhere. But from that point on, there's been the Mandela effect going on. Did I get some peanut butter? No, but if you guys remember, I wanna get back out this. I've been thinking about it. Remember when I was in Moyland, I found that jar of peanut butter that I left at the cave, and I walked it back over to the cave. It's a couple miles over, and I walked it back and set it back up there. But they took it from the cave and walked it to Moyland and threw it in Moyland for whatever reason. Maybe it was the generic peanut butter, and they just didn't want it. They wanted that Jiffy. I don't know, but they didn't mess with it. Now the other jars, the jars before that, they left. I found the crushed lids everywhere. I found the lid like half a mile this way, the empty container half a mile that way, and then they took the lid off, ate half of one with their long ass fingers. You can see the finger marks in there, and just set the lid back on top and set it back where I left it. Like I wouldn't know that they just ate a half a jar of peanut butter. It was a brand new jar sitting there. That was fascinating. That fascinated the shit out of me because they had to unscrew that to do what they did, and then smart enough to put the lid back on and set it there. And that reminds me, remember when I was up at the waterfall and I left them a can of Mountain Dew and suckers on top? I put two suckers on top of the can of Mountain Dew and I walked away. And I left. And when I came back the next day to check on it, the can of Mountain Dew was still sitting there, and the two suckers were still sitting there. So I picked the suckers up, and the wrapper fell off, and it was just a stick sitting inside the freaking wrapper. They ate the sucker and put the wrapper back on and set it on top of the freaking Mountain Dew. You guys remember that shit? That blew my mind. Like that was took some thinking, dude. Like if I do this, he ain't gonna know that I even ate it. And put it. It looked just like I left it. Is what blew my mind. And there was no sucker there. It was just a wrapper and a stick. This shit was crazy. Mud Fossil University. I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm just going over you guys. I was rambling there for a second. I'm catching up on you guys. Yeah, that's the thing about that spot. I told you guys a lot of times before that. There's a force that don't want me in there. If you notice on every waterfall video, I've got threats. I've got threats of bodily harm, threats of getting arrested, threats of getting fined, just threat after threat after threat. And there's a bike trail that goes through it. There's a freaking geocache going through that mountain. The people go and search for the geocache. And I go in there and shoot a video and I'm getting charged for, I mean, come on, man. That's hypocritical shit. I'm not going to stop filming for, if you're watching, I'm not going to start filming for you or nobody else. So start serving or whatever you got to do because I'm getting myself mad. Anyways, Bigfoot World up in there, they know what's going on. They see that there's there on them three mountains. There's a stretch of three mountains going out through there, and they're always there. They don't leave that side, that water, the river side. They don't leave it ever. I've always ran into them almost 8 out of 10 times I went in there. Something happens. Whether they yell at me, they bluff charge me, they try to take my son in that area. I mean, there's so much that happened. Me and Fred was walking at night, and they came right up on me, 2, 3 feet away from us, and just looked down on us, closed his eyes, and backed up into the night. Never heard him come. Never heard him leave. I mean, there was so much that happened in that area, and that's why I want to do that overnight challenge before the sun. I mean, sun for before summer is over. I want to get up in there at night and see what happens. You know what I mean? He could have had me 1,000 times over. That alpha is huge. I've seen him. He could have had me so many times over, and for the most part, they walk away. He yells at me. He might bluff charge me, run past me, but they never try to hurt me. You know what I mean? So I want to get out there and chill on a rock somewhere and just let them come in. Just listen for them to come in and see what they do, see how they act, and get it on film. That's what I want to do before this summer's over. I will do before this summer's over. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, it's about done. So I got to do it like this month or next month. I no no way around it. I got to get it done. But I got to get that. I can't do it without the stabilizer. Maybe I can convince Carl when he come in. Let's do it, man. Your first time out here with me. Let's do this overnight challenge for the Bigfoot world. He ain't gonna do it, but you know, it's not for the faint of heart. I'm not gonna lie to you. That place is not for the faint of heart. It will play with your mind. You will see the shit that you ain't supposed to see. Between that place and the restricted lands, them are some two weird places. The feelings, the vibes, the energy you get from that place is no joke, man. It's weird. Both places are similar. I think the federally restricted lands are more, way more stronger than anything. It feels like a movie theater. When you first open up the movie theater doors and you walk in, you feel that static, that energy from, I don't know, the cameras running or whatever. That's how it feels going through the federal restricted lands. That place has a lot of energy there. You can just, man, it's bad. It scares me just walking through there, especially by myself. Thanks, Lee. I appreciate you. It's supposed to get 20 to 30 degrees colder for this time of year. It's supposed to, but I don't. This has just been a weird year, man. Last winter we didn't have it cold enough, and now we got plagued with all these damn fleas. Hopefully, we have a bad winter. We need a bad winter. The fleas, the ticks, the jiggers, all them, they're just so bad this year. The mosquitoes are carrying people off. What the hell, man? We need a bad winter to settle some of these insects down. The flies is bad this year. It's probably one of the worst years I've ever seen. You're right, Kathy. But I got to remember to take it out the red wrapper because the last time I did that, there was red wrapper, cinnamon wrappers all over that forest, man, everywhere. They love that cinnamon for sure. There's no doubt about it. They take that cinnamon quick. But the wrappers, I had wrappers all through that forest. I was picking up wrappers for weeks after that, man. But you're right. I'm definitely gonna get them some cinnamon and maybe just put it all in one big baggie and tie it up and hang it up in a tree down for them to reach up and grab. We need it, man. I heard there was going to be the farmer's almanac saying that we're going to have a bad winter, but they said that last year too. So we'll see. You never see my. I know, Moon Rider, man. I'm so far out the algorithm. I ain't been posting videos up, and they got me so down in the algorithm. Before I just put JE up on the search engine, and everything just pops up. Nowadays, I put my whole name in there and still can't find my shit. So I got to get back up in the algorithm. I got to get me a stabilizer, get back out there, and just get back at it, man. I'm gonna get it. Now that I got a good job, stable job, I know how I'm gonna get everything done. I'm gonna get back at it, man. I got to. It will be this year. So all right, mom. We'll see. I'm gonna do it, whether it's cold or not. Yeah. I don't really like the risk. There's just so much bad things that came from the restricted lands, the federally restricted lands. If you remember the first, as soon as I found them three-toed tracks, it was on from there. I found it in the wintertime. I followed them three-toed tracks down to the cave. They went up that rock face, and I couldn't get up there to see where it went. And then the following weekend, I got everybody together. We was going out and look for this thing. And there's federally restricted signs all over the place. They got camera, facing camera, the whole way across the top of that mountain. It was like, come on, man. You're making it obvious. How obvious can you make it? We see what you're doing. But it is what it is. Guys, I ain't going to sit here and ramble too much more. Hopefully this week I can get out there and see what's going on. Like I said, the stabilizer is not that much. I will get it together. I will make it happen. So, and I definitely will be before Carl comes out and we're heading out to the woods. Speaking of restricted areas, did you check out where the big hole was? That's their federally restricted lands, and that's the great extents that they went to cover that shit up. That hole, man. If you ain't see the videos of that hole, the big hole on top that's opened up, that hole is probably 75 by 50 feet wide. I mean, it's not a small hole. And they took so much to fill that in. They filled that shit in. Down in that hole was it was amazing. There was 5, 6 different tunnels that sprouted off from that one hole, from that one cave in. And as big as it was, they somehow filled that shit in. They filled it in with dirt. And I'll go down again, maybe not this week, but the following week. I got something in mind for this week if I can get my stabilizer. But I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna show you guys that shit's all filled in. It's crazy that they went to them extents to do that. So what is them three-toe tracks really? You know, why did they spend that kind of money to do what they did? So it's something to think about for sure. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I don't want to waste your time staying here rambling. It's good to see everybody on here. Moon Rider, Sunshine, thanks for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Guys, if you want to help me get stronger, get back out a little quicker, the link is in the description. Definitely hit that PayPal. I'm gonna get it together soon. Sooner or later, it's gonna happen. But with that being said, guys, I appreciate every one of you guys more than you guys know. I really do. Stay tuned for this next crazy ass adventure. I got some plans. Let's just make it happen. Stay tuned, guys.